sorry, I've just got my speaker connected. What did you say before that? Hello.
I said, I saw your post in a little white candle for you.
Which
Hello,
post?
everyone.
Thank you.
You're
Well,
live too.
I'm live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sacred Divination Hour with Sisters of Trinity and Sacred You. I am Tawana Yvette. I am the mother of Sisters of Trinity. And that means I'm kind of the womb. I brought everybody together and try to create fun experiences and things for try to remember when there's full moons and things, and
I am
that
the
doesn't
mother
always work.
of
But
Sisters of Trinity.
who's that? Was that you, Sister Sonia?
No, it was me. I was sharing it. I forgot to turn my volume down.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was just like, I heard somebody talking.
It was you.
After what we just talked about, I'm like, wait a minute. So anyway, excuse the interruption. I am Tawana Yvette, also known by my Native American name, Thunderbird Rising, and I am the mother of Sisters of Trinity. Here at Sisters of Trinity, we have a few housekeeping items. So, number one, we offer 4 types of divination. Tarot and oracle, you can request a reading. Pendulums and dowsing rods are yes and no questions only. Now, if you receive a reading, let's just say from me, you cannot ask D for a reading, but you can ask D for her wonderful, amazing dowsing rods, which I'm about to ask a tree for myself, and or pendulums. So you cannot request a reading and another reading. You can request a reading and then a different form of divination if we have time. But can't take up all the space. We are limited by time constraints. The other thing is, I read pendulum. I'm sorry. I have my pendulum. I have a necklace over here that I can use. Necklaces can be substitutes. Um, okay, love. Thank you. And I read oracle, pendulum, dowsing rods, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But something else. All of us as readers, if we feel like there is something in your energy field, and once you request a reading, we have permission to read your energy, which means your whole body. Although it's distance, we can peer into your spirit, peer into your soul, and tap into your spirit family to find out what is going on for your highest good. If there is something in any of those fields that is threatening to us, we reserve the right to decline. So if we decline, that means the 3 of us. If one declines, it means the 3 of us. And that is put in place to protect our energy, our homes, and our bodies. So those are some housekeeping items. There's more, but I'm going to pass it off to D so that Samantha can receive some insight here, because she's never been here in our space and deserves that. Take it away.
I
Hi.
have. I've been here once.
Oh, wait.
Hello, Dee.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hold on. Let Diana go ahead and introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Diana, and I go by Dee most of the time on here. So, thank you for being here. And I do tarot, oracle, pendulum, and dowsing rods. So please stay around and ask for a reading.
Who are you? You didn't say who you are.
Oh, I'm the crone of the Trinity sisters. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm the
Rewind.
queen.
You guys, it's very, very late where we are. And all of us have been up early working. So we may get a little silly. And I'm trying not to say the name I call her. Sonia.
I,
Ah, there she is.
I'm here. Hello, everyone. My name is Sonia. I am the maiden of Trinity, and I offer pendulum, dowsing rods, oracle, and tarot. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
And I think I mentioned I do not read tarot. It drains my energy too badly, gives me headaches, so I stay away from tarot. So Samantha, would you like a reading, honey, since you're
Who have
limited
we
on
got
time?
from Sacred You? Is it Alf? Is it sorry, what's your name?
Christ
Christ
May.
May.
Christ May.
Christ May. Yes, Christ May. Hello, hi. Yes, I'd love a reading from you, Dee.
Okay, good. And you have to tell her what type of reading. You guys, and I didn't mention this in housekeeping. We need to know who you would like to read you, what type of reading you want, and surrounding what area because of time constraints.
Okay. I am experiencing a lot of grief and have been feeling quite depressed for a couple of days, which is not my normal state. And
Don't give too much, honey. Don't give too much.
yeah, so it's more like healing and also understanding what's going on. I mean, yeah.
And what
Okay.
type of reading did you want, love?
What
Oracle
are
or
the
tarot?
Tarot.
Thank you, Samantha. That's why I lit the white. That's the post. That's why I lit the white candle yesterday.
Also, I just want to welcome
I'll privately
Samantha.
chat you.
I just want to also welcome Samantha Ricci. She's on the website. So Samantha, if you'd like to get a reading, please let us know in the comments.
Oh, okay.
Who would you like to get a reading from and what type of reading you'd like to get?
Oh, I love this. Christ May, you're stepping up here.
Okay,
What?
it won't let me message Samantha privately. So Christ May, I'm gonna send you a message, and can you send it to her?
I can't also send her a message. I just sent her a connection request, so I cannot also send her a message.
Thank you. I'll tell you
We're
later.
on the
Samantha,
website. On the website. Okay.
I'm gonna telegram you the subject.
All right. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay. So far, right now, you're feeling like that you just absolutely have no control, no strength to do anything right now, and you do have the strength card in reverse. So this is a lot of confusion, despair, not having a grasp on what's really going on right now. You also have the devil in reverse. Now, you're feeling stuck, like kind of like you got chains on you right now that's dragging you down, which is causing depression. And you got the Two of Swords in reverse. So there are options that you have, decisions that you need to make. But again, due to feeling like you have no control, like you're just stuck. You're not able to make these decisions right now. But you have the Page of Cups, and it is upright. Now, the Page of Cups is a beginning. Cups are emotions. So a new emotion, you're going to come out of this depression, and you got the Lovers. So this may be loving yourself, maybe a work partner, or meeting a new friend, a love interest. It doesn't have to be romantic. Let me see what else I get for you. Okay, you got the Ace of Wands, and that is also in reverse. So you're holding back on your passion. You don't have that spark right now that you used to have. And you got the Nine of Wands. So you're still feeling like you're trapped, and it's in reverse. So know, with it being in reverse, that you aren't stuck in this mode. You do have the options, but you need to get your life spark back, because it's very dim right now. Oh, let's don't start throwing on the floor, please. Okay, you got the Two of Wands and the Tower. The Two of Wands is upright. So that's another two that you've got in this reading. The Two of Wands is looking toward the future. And you got the Tower in reverse. So that means that this bad patch, or what you feel like is a total loss right now, is also coming to an end. Can I have a future card, please? Okay, we got several future cards. Okay, you got the Eight of Swords, which is upright. So that is showing you, even though you don't see a way out right now, there is a path out of this. The Six of Swords is a journey. Swords are air signs. So air signs are usually very quick. So there is a journey. It's not clear exactly where that journey is leading you. But you got the Four of Swords also. This means you need to rest. Rest and reflect. Don't jump into anything. Don't stay stuck where you are right now, but don't jump into something. Don't go from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
And you got the Emperor. So it is going to turn out okay for you. The Emperor is in control. He's wise. So everything in the end is going to be okay for you. It's going to be a struggle right now, but know that it is coming to an end. You just have to think about what your options are, which direction you want to go, and get your spark back by rest and reflection and some self-love. I hope that helps.
Definitely. Thank you. That really, really confirms where I was heading. Yeah, I made a big decision a couple of days ago, and I did make a decision, and I'm happy with my decision, but Yeah, it's like you said, it's a loss. Thank you so much, Dee.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna put my video off so I can.
Leanne, did you want a reading?
Yes, that would be lovely. Joanna, I would love to have just a little message from the Oracle about my tiredness. I'm not able to put my finger on, I keep looking for all the points of my tiredness, and then is it possible also, if there's time, to ask the rods with D, a yes no question?
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank
Leanne.
you.
And thank you for being respectful of the space. We appreciate that.
Leanne, do you want the dowsing rods before or after the oracle reading?
Well,
Do them before because I'm
yeah,
preparing.
before is good. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys, I told you hers were magical.
Let me get them
Wait
balanced.
till you see them in action. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, so my question is around my little writing that I did last night. If I was to write, let me just get the words. What I received, is that what I'm meant to write about?
That would be a yes.
Thank you.
You're
Took a little
Isn't
welcome.
while
that
to get.
magical? Like, isn't that amazing to see?
Yeah.
Did you? I cannot recall because of everything that was going on when you chose your rods. Did you break them off the tree or did you find them?
I picked up the ones on the ground underneath the tree,
Okay.
and then I would try each one. I wanted it to be a certain, if you
Angle.
see, these are kind of bowed,
Yeah.
so I can balance them, because with the tree limb, if it twists in your hand, it can get resistance, and plus it hurts.
That was that first one, right? That's why
Yeah.
you switched that first one.
So I went and got some others, but I tried probably maybe 4 or 5 different pairs until, because I would say, are these the ones I need to use? And they wouldn't move.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these moved.
As you know, where I live, it's heavily wooded, heavily wooded. I got oak trees everywhere. And
These are off my live oak trees.
okay. So I didn't know whether I needed to ask. I was asking because I wasn't sure if I needed to ask the tree permission and wait to feel, or whether if I just picked it up. Well, even when I pick up stuff off the ground, I ask for it, but or
Yeah,
if it
but
was okay to just pick some up.
yeah, it is. I thank the tree for dropping them for me
Right,
to find. But if you are cutting it from a tree, you definitely have to ask.
Yeah, I would never ever cut without asking.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you, Dee, for that answer there.
My pleasure.
we're almost there, Leanne.
Thank you.
You had a lot of cards fall out.
Well, to
All right, are we ready?
Oh,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
dear.
I just want to say hi to Sean Hickson. He's on the website. So
Hey, 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 little sister. Okay. So a couple of cards fell out of 3 different decks, and this one is the Queen of the Moon deck. And the first card that came out is fear. You're afraid to move forward. You don't know what to do. I'm picking up on a lot of scattered thinking and just not knowing which direction. And you're being really hard on yourself because of this fear. You're being really tough on yourself. And you have to remember, Leanne, we've got some pretty severe planetary transits going on right now, and magical girlies like us are affected by them. So sometimes the best thing to do when we've got all of that information coming into our head is rest. And yes, this is the pot from the kettle. I don't know if you guys have that saying where you are, but it's basically like, yeah, I don't know how to do that either, but I don't know how to turn it off either, but you know, I get it. I understand it very much. She can tell you. I get chased away from my desk. The next card, darkness. So there's a little bit of, I called it because I don't like to say negative energy or dark energy or dark forces. It makes people like, what? What is it? Where did it come from? Whatever. It freaks people out. So there's a little bit of it in your energy field, right? And you can easily take care of that with like what we were talking about in the metaphysical mastery tribe meeting with a salt bath if you have a tub available, or I'm just seeing some tears in your aura where some things have been able to kind of penetrate, and that is just adding, it's like adding to the weight on you, you know, and to the scattered energy, it's just magnifying it. Those are the words I'm looking for. The next one is nourishment. You need nourishment, sweetheart. You're not eating the way you should. You're not sleeping the way you should. You're not hydrating the way you should. And I know what you look like and I can see it. Even before this card came out, you are typically shiny, bright energy with a lot of yellow and white light. And it almost looks like, you know, when you begin to unscrew a light bulb, and you know it just starts to go a little dim. That's what I'm seeing, and it's because you're not nourishing yourself. So you know, we don't need to eat 3 square meals a day, and they don't have to be 4 or 5 meals a day. That's insane. The more spiritual gifts we have, it's funny that I'm finding, even when I do not take the medicine that takes away my appetite, I have no appetite. So I'm good drinking herbal tea all day. And then, you know, at late at night, I want something crunchy because whatever. That's my stress reliever. But you need some nourishment. So like a really good hot home cooked meal. You know, even if it's fish and some spinach, or you know, just something hot and nourishing with a lot of B vitamins and D vitamins in it. Okay. And the last card from that deck is trust. You're not trusting you. You're not trusting what you hear. I know your gifts. You're not trusting what you hear. You're not trusting what you see. And most of all, you're not trusting what you know to be true for you. Now we're moving into the Witch's Wisdom deck. And you got, and I do not always pronounce the witchy holidays correctly, so that's my disclaimer. I am tired. I'm tired. I've been running on fumes for over a week now. I'm tired. So Astara, incubation. You are in an incubation period. So that's why it feels dark, because you're planted right now like a seed. And have you ever seen that thing on social media that says, sometimes when it's dark, it's not that you're buried, it's you're being planted. So that's what's going on. The next one is a theme or whatever. Boundaries. That's the important word. Okay. Time to have some boundaries around your energy, around your time, around your writing. Interesting. It's time to have some boundaries. No is a complete sentence. Nothing needs to be explained after no. It's a complete sentence. And you owe no one anything. So be the bright, beautiful being you are. And you can, if someone says, oh, can you take me to the store? And you feel it in your abdomen that you really don't want to do it. No. Notice how I didn't follow up with, I'm busy. I have things to do. I'm tired. I just said no and smile. Okay. Boundaries. The word no. Boundaries with yourself too. Okay. So if you're committed to writing, hey, I'm writing 1 page today, and you block everything out from the outside world, place yourself, immerse yourself in whatever lights you up. So for me, it's my lanai. It's my enclosed porch. That space lights me up. It makes me feel good. I get to see nature and a beautiful waterfall and all of these other just Zen loving, hey, soul sister Sonia, Zen loving things, right? So whatever it is that makes you decompress. And for me, when I'm angry, it's walking. Doesn't matter what time of night it is. I have left this house at 11 p.m. Called a friend and said, can you stay on the phone with me? And that's it. But if I just need to get away from my desk, it's my lanai. Wherever. And when you're writing, that's important. So don't limit yourself to your desk. You can take, we got portable devices now, and our notebook can go with us. So if it's a park that you like that has a lake with ducks in it or birds singing or whatever it is that really just puts you in create mode, do that. The next one is invocation, ritual. You're getting ready to level up, honey. The reason you're going through all of this is because it's the storm before the calm. And in the United States, they like to say the calm before the storm. But to me, it's actually the storm before the calm, because everything feels like it's getting ready to burst right before there's a breakthrough, like giving birth. It's painful as heck getting that baby's shoulders through the canal. But right after, it's like, oh, my baby. And that's it. The next one is awakening. So you're going through another awakening. And I always use the ocean as an example for awakening. So sometimes the ocean, right? We know there's tidal waves and hurricanes and all of that stuff. But then in the morning, if you go to the ocean sometimes, it's tiny little ripples that barely even make it to shore. You're going through a ripple. It's not a tidal wave. It's not a hurricane. It's not even 8-foot swells. It's a ripple. But you're in your head about it. So it seems like a tidal wave, right? And the last card from that deck is power. Stand in your power, Leanne. You are a very powerful being. You are an extremely powerful being. Stand in it and use it. You were sent here to use that power. You come from a powerful lineage. Honor them by standing in your power, because we are at a space and time where we that are gathered here and those that are listening, there wouldn't even be a knock at the door. Our doors would have been kicked in by now and we'd be burned at the stake, okay? So honor your lineage by standing in your power and starting to use it. Last two cards. This one is the fortune deck. And the first one is birth. So something my mother, everyone calls her Mama Lorraine, and she has a bigger TikTok following than I do. Everybody asks about her before me, but that's okay. I respect the space. Is birth. So she will confirm things through different decks so people really understand that this is what you're going through. She'll confirm the same thing in different decks. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility, right? And birth. That doesn't mean you're pregnant. And I always have to make that disclaimer when I'm giving people readings, because people are like, and it's like, no, that's not what that means. It means you are birthing greatness. It means you're birthing opportunity. You are birthing something magical. You are giving birth to ideas. Honor it. Honor it. And your very, very last card is cracker, meaning firecracker. Okay, we're not using racial slurs here. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. That's a celebration card. That's firecrackers all over. Fireworks, beautiful colors, sparkles, and all of that, just like you. Colorful, sparkly, all of that. So the next time I see you, I'm going to need you to have your sparkle back. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tawana. Thank you, Leanne. So we have a request from Sean, but she wants to have a specific question. So another one is from Samantha Ricci. She said, "Hi, I have just recently joined and found this. May I ask for a general tarot reading from Sonia, please?"
Welcome, Samantha Ricci.
Hi, Samantha.
And you said Sean has a question?
Yeah, she wants she have a question for these rods and wants a tarot reading from Sonia. So just asking her about her questions.
I'm gonna get her. Baby sis, I'm gonna get you.
Oh, so
Okay.
is it okay while Sonia is doing her tarot to
Of course.
get the question for these rods?
Yeah,
Sure.
it helps the movement of the energy with us.
Okay. Does she have her question?
Yeah. Her question is, am I taking the right steps towards my purpose currently?
That's a yes.
Thanks, Steve.
A pleasure.
I told you those rods are amazing. They do mine no justice. I don't even be liking mine any. I loved them when they came in. I loved my rods when they came in from the store. And now I'm just like, I don't be I want a tree. That's
They are
magical.
slower.
It don't matter. They're just like it makes it more believable for the viewer. You know what I mean? Somebody's pouting and giving me the DEATH stare because her gate is back up. She can't come over here.
And then we also have Jackie Simmons on the website watching. Hi, Jackie. And then she also wants a triple goddess reading. Or yeah,
Girl,
triple goddess
you
oracle reading.
go for
Triple
the
goddess.
gusto.
She wants the triple goddess oracle reading.
You go for the gusto, Jackie. That's what I love about you. One of the things I love about you. There are many. And Dee and Sonia, I'm just shuffling. I'm not going to start to pull cards until the two of you are done.
All right, Samantha, right? Okay. So what I pulled, I did pull the tarot from the Hoodoo Tarot deck and the affirmation cards. You actually got two affirmation cards. I usually pull one. So for your affirmation, the first one, today I live in the present. Today I will start with a smile. I am in control of my attitude. And then your second one, today I trust myself. Today I know that I will make the right decisions to maintain a happy and healthy life. All right, and with the tarot, I got 4 cards that came out. So the first one was the 9 of baskets. And so there we go. It's kind of like similar to the cups, and that whatever you have been manifesting or wanting to come to fruition has. And so now it's here or it's coming, which was then followed by them bones, aka judgment. And so it's like, now that it's here, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to maintain it? Where do we go from here? Have you actually put in the work to keep it around? Your next card, Daughter of Sticks, to kind of go in conjunction with them bones and 9 of baskets, right? That having that like fervorance or that passion to stay motivated, to do the things to help keep that abundance, to keep what it is that you have been manifesting for so long. And then lastly, Mother of Coins, right? So just kind of like reinforcing this thing of now that it's here, to stay motivated, or at least to continue to focus on how to keep it here, how to make it grow even larger. So in conjunction with like your affirmation cards about living in the present and trusting yourself, you have the tools. Just making sure that you're using it and using it in a way to keep your abundance with you and keep it present, right? So don't focus on what happened in the past or do too much of full future thinking. Focus on the right now, and so that it is an abundant future for you. So hopefully that resonated.
Thank you, Sonia. And here's the question for Sean for her tarot reading. She said, I would
Okay.
like a general tarot reading regarding hesitations on my journey.
So that ain't general, sucker. I'm just playing. That's my sister, by the way, Christ May, so I'm giving her crap.
And so am I. So am I.
Yeah.
And she knows why.
Hi, Elizabeth. Good morning.
Hello, darling. It's so good to see you, Elizabeth. Will you be joining us tomorrow? I'm not coming if you're not coming.
I will see if I can put an alarm on so that I don't sleep through it.
Okay, I
Because
appreciate
I got bitten by a spider a few months ago, and I've had this sleeping sickness that keeps manifesting itself. And I'm okay if I've
Well,
got.
then I won't give you grief about it. I won't give you grief.
But if I put an alarm on and give my attention
No, you need your
like,
rest. You get a pass for that one. You get a pass for that one. But
so
I
what's the
miss
thing?
you when you're not there.
What's the thing tomorrow?
Our book club.
Oh, okay, yes, I love that book.
Yes. I'm waiting for you so we can read it.
Okay, I'll put an alarm on.
No, if you
No,
wake up naturally.
it's not waking up, it's going to sleep. I'll be in the middle. If
You
I'm
have what
doing
I have.
something, if I'm doing something that requires me to, sit for a while, I'll more likely to want to go to sleep than to wake up. So, but I can wake up. That's no
Okay.
problem. Once I've had a nap, I'm okay. But
Okay,
whatever,
Elizabeth.
don't underestimate the power of those little insects.
Oh, I don't. I take them outside nicely on a nice big sheet of paper. What you call it? We are Sonia's doing a reading right now. Then we have what we call a triple goddess reading. And then do you know what you would like? Because we have Jackie coming up next. She requested a triple goddess, which is all of us reading. Do you know what you would like?
I'll just sit here with you. I'll
Okay.
sit here.
Well, you can do that too with your lovely, brilliant self. If
Thank
you
you.
guys don't know, Elizabeth is one of the most brilliant women to walk this earth. She's read every book known to man. She's taught me more about labyrinths than I ever understood. And that was my favorite movie as a child. That one in The Never Ending Story. And I found out why, thanks to Elizabeth. So yes, she's amazing. And we're reading the Sophia Code. So that's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Not sure what time it is in your part of the world, but you're welcome to join us because the Sophia Code is very activating. And that's putting it lightly.
Samantha said, thank you, Sonia. It is appreciated.
Go ahead, and I shall sit back and listen and learn. Thank you.
Okay, darling.
All right, Sean, you ready? I just want to know, I almost got the deck thrown at me, so I didn't ask for smoke. Okay. So I used the Hoodoo Tarot deck and your affirmation, which I think this is very fitting. So the affirmation card said, today I move forward. Today I see each obstacle as an opportunity to learn and grow. Phrase you hear all the time. We grow and develop, we don't survive. Cockroaches survive. We grow and develop. So she knows what I'm talking about. All right. So with the tarot deck, the first one that comes up is Mother of Baskets. And if you can look or see the picture,
Sounded like a cuss word.
I know it did. Mother of Baskets. I'm gonna start saying that.
I'll start using that.
PG version. So this represents like compassion, empathy, so more of like the helping hand, right? Like that fire's lit, but like you're not doing this alone. Which is interesting because the next one card that came up was the Bishop, C.H. Mason. He is the equivalent of like the Hierophant, if I remember correctly, because they name their major arcana different in this deck than the standard one that most people are used to. And so this represents he was a kind of like a hoodoo doctor or like shaman, kind of like that's who he represents if you kind of look at some of the root working and the conjuring that he's doing in the picture. And so this kind of represents a reminder of truth seeking, and like it's time for you to go into your path, right? Like you're on the way, and that to acknowledge and be humble that you don't know everything, right? So there's things that we know we know we don't know, and then there's things that we don't know we know, and things that we don't know that we don't know. Jabari's window. And so this is kind of that reminder of like Kanye just popped up, hey, you ain't got the answers, Sway, right? That's just popped up just now, but all right, keep that in mind. And then next one after that was a 5 card was Paul. And this represents that reminder of like things are becoming that have been veiled for you are becoming unveiled, but continuing to do the work to get to that point. And that reminder that, you know, if you look, it looks like a grandfather or a dad with either his son or grandchild, but that reminder of you're not alone, right? You have people that are trying to guide you or put you, you know, be that lighthouse for you, and you keep looking in the other direction. So just making sure that you look to the lighthouse or that North Star. If you know, you know. 4th card is Railroad Bill. So this is a piece of like action, right? It's time for you to right. You done thought out the plan, you got it, you looked it over twice, right? It's like cutting wood. Measure 3 times, cut once. Now it's time for you to cut. You'd have measured 80,000 times. Now it's time for you to start cutting. So about that action, boss. And then your last one was 3 of Sticks. And this is actually a really dope picture, but it's a lady, a beautiful fro with this like this garment kind of flowing, and she's holding on to sticks. And this is like by embracing that piece and being open and receptive to that change, will lead to success, right? With spirituality, like spiritual enlightenment, financial, so like earthly things as well as your spirit realm. And also think of intuitiveness, the unlocking of some things, some awakening. So, but also like getting out your own way in order for you to get to this point. So I hope this resonated with you. Love you. Talk to you later. All right, and then Jackie's doing the triple goddess.
Jackie's
correct?
triple goddess. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
getting ready for that now, and I think Diana is too.
Cool beans.
Thank you for coming, Jackie. Jackie is one of my new Floridian friends, and her and I have connected, and we got to share a lovely lunch, and it's time for us to connect again, but my schedule has been bleh. So yeah. Well, dang, you didn't have to throw them at me. I get hit with cards. I'm ready if you guys aren't.
You go ahead, start.
I'm ready too, but if you want to go first.
No, you can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I wasn't sure because you were looking down, so I thought you were still.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. My darling. So I pulled 3 cards from well, 3 cards flew out from the Sacred Creators Oracle. And the first one out is Befriend the World and Polarize. And it's hard to see. There we go, because of my light. But the what's standing out to me is the polarize. You're great at networking. You're one of the best networkers ever. You know how to speak, you know what you're doing, all of those things, right? But the polarized part, that's balance. That's where the divine feminine, divine masculine energy comes in. That's where you're operating too much in the masculine than the feminine. So there's that balance that needs to be had. Too much on your shoulders. I feel pain in the shoulders, like there's something pressing down on your shoulders, and I feel pain around the neck area, you know, where the neck kind of folds down. Too much weight, the weight of the world on your shoulders is what it's coming to me. The next one is find your sacred flow. Both of those are divine feminine energy words, sacred and flow. I don't know if you and I need to take a trip to the beach and sit there for a little while, but it's time for you to find your sacred flow in your own divinity, in your own feminine. I just keep getting the divine feminine, divine feminine, divine feminine. Doing too much, doing too much, doing too much, being this to this person, being that to that person. It's time to find Jackie's sacred flow for Jackie. The last card from that deck is fill your cup with sacred giggles. Okay, it's time to have some fun, girl. It's time for some fun, some play, some splashing, some bubbles, some running, some swinging, whatever it is that brought you joy or just makes you silly and funny and all of those yummy things. That's Tony baby. That's what you need. That's what you need in order for you to get back over to this side. is fun. The inner child needs play, because the inner child is with us always. That's one part of us that never expires until we do. Now we're moving into the Sacred Soul Messages Oracle deck. 4 cards fell out of that. The first one, your heart is an ocean. Find yourself in its hidden depths. Life's journey, finding purpose and true love. And that's self-love, Jackie. That's not the love for the people around you. You've got plenty of that. It's self-love and it's purpose. And right now, I feel like you're questioning your true purpose in life. I don't feel like, I know. You're questioning your true purpose in life. You do have one. It's not your job. Even though you love it, it's not those other things. I can't share what it is yet. Sonia's about to laugh at me. Because they call me the Vault of Secrets. But when Spirit tells me to shut up, I have to. This is something you have to find as you step back over to the divine feminine. The next one is these pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them, getting signs and learning messages from spirit. The weight, the heaviness, just the discomfort you're feeling, the body is a messenger of our spirit and our soul. And we, women, unfortunately, we were taught, I'm looking for something. We were taught to take the messages and do like that with them and just throw them away and ignore them and leave it there and keep going, keep going, keep going, be strong, be resilient, be strong. No, listen to the body. The pain you feel is a message. The next one is love is the bridge between you and everything. Connection, oneness, and finding your way forward. We're back to the self-love. Okay. And if you notice, the card is what? Balanced. It is a perfect mirror image with a different color. One is blue, one is pink. There's the balance. Okay. But there's also that self-love. Now, something that my mother does, Mama Lorraine, everybody calls her Mama Lorraine. She got a bigger TikTok following than me, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. She deserves her what do you call it, Sonia? How do you say it? She deserves her roses. Okay.
Oh, her flowers deserve her flowers.
Yeah, her flowers. Because of who she is. So it's that sacred balance, okay? And the last card from that deck is set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Kindred spirits, there's the word passion again, follow your heart. You know the way, but you're around the wrong people sometimes. You met me, so that can't be always, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you're just around the wrong people. And when you set yourself ablaze, which means when all life goes to HE double hockey sticks, look who's around you. Who's there? Who sends the text to say, hey, are you okay? Who calls? Hey, you're on my mind. What's going on? And sits with you. Who listens? That's your spirit family. And those are the people you can trust and count on. Lastly, 3 cards came out of the Goddess Vault deck because you are a goddess, baby. Isis was the first one out. Once again, protection, healing, magical powers. More on that later. Can't say much more. The most beautiful things are created in the most darkest places. So you may feel like things are dark and heavy right now, but just like I told Leanne a minute ago, it's not that you're being buried. You're like a baby seedling being planted so that your gifts, because you do have them, can come online. The next card is Newt. It's not nut, it's Newt. The goddess of the sky, protector of the dead. You need some rejuvenating, my love. You need some R&R, rest and rejuvenation, okay? I'm in your aura. Your aura is not even as bright and super shiny like it was. It feels, again, that weight is starting to just like a dimmer switch, just ever so slightly, not much, so don't panic, just ever so slightly turning it down a little bit. And the last card out for me was Aphrodite. Love, beauty, fertility doesn't mean this part here, okay? I always make the disclaimer. Lust doesn't mean that. Fertility and lust does not always mean just the physical acts, okay? Pleasure, passion, and procreation. Say that 6 times fast. You're so full of love. You're a beautiful soul, and you're passionate about the things that light you up. But you're birthing something different and new, and you may not even be aware that you're pregnant with it yet. So just pay attention and look for those little signs from spirit to know what that something is, because you have gifts too. And it's more than being able to network with others and the things that are on your bio. And that's my part of the Triple Goddess reading. And I hope it helped.
Sonia, did you want to go next?
You can go ahead, Dee.
Okay. All right, Jackie. The first oracle deck I'm using is called the Black Cat's Oracle. I like to use animal oracles if possible. The first card you got is Exploration. The world is full of amazing things to discover. It's time to explore new horizons and exciting opportunities. All right, then the second card from that deck is Awareness. Be aware of the energies around you. Stay present, observant, and attuned to your surroundings. It's awful similar to the card that Tawana got. Watch who you're around. Then you have Focus. Focus brings clarity and direction. Hone in on what truly matters most and let the distractions fade into the background. So that's telling you to pick something to focus on. You can't focus on everything at one time. So pick something to focus on. You also got Respite. Take time for rest and recuperation when you need it. Allow yourself to breathe deeply and recharge your energy, which is also like the card Tawana pulled. Okay, so you're getting the same messages from 2 different people, totally different decks. Now, I got one card from the Unknown Situation card deck, and it's a rose. I don't know if you like roses, but you see that this is in full bloom. You are blooming. It's going to take patience. It's going to take time and focus, but you are going to bloom. It says special energy. Now, the next 3 cards came from my Way of the Horse, and these have no words on them, but I can tell what they mean by the the stance and expression on the horses because I do own horses. So that's why I like this deck. The first card that came up, as you can see, it's got a stone horse. And it's also got a horse beside it who is alive. The stone horse is stuck. We're pulling back on the reins on that stone horse. You see how his head's down. The other horse, the live horse, can move forward. So this is telling you, let go of the old that's stuck in the past so you can move forward freely. Now this card has a horse and a woman. They're passing each other. The woman is not paying any attention to this beautiful horse next to her. The horse is interested because it's got one ear picked up and one ear kind of placed back. That stance is like, I see you, I recognize you, but why didn't you stop? Why didn't you speak to me? Why did you pass me by? This is telling you to focus like the other cards did and to pay attention. Don't let opportunities or meeting people that you should be around, don't let those pass you by. And the last card from my decks is this beautiful black horse that's in a full run. He's free. He's moving forward. He has an agenda. He knows where he's going. He's not panicked. He's collected and he's calm, but he's running. So this is telling you to move ahead and to keep going, and you will be successful. And that's my reading. I hope that helped.
There we go. Hi, Jackie. All right, so I pulled technically 4. I always do an affirmation card, and then go from the healing oracle, the future higher self, and the moonology oracle. So your card for the affirmation, today I live in the present. Today I will start with a smile. I am in control of my attitude. And from the healing oracle deck, your first card, unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. And also keep in mind, like, this can also apply to self. Your next card, the voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. The third one is goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest, and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. That's your unconditional love, voice of the heart, and now goodness. And then the last card from that is balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. So just kind of how we're all kind of in sync here. Not like the group, but right, balancing that masculine and feminine energy. And so now with the future higher self oracle, first one, let go. I mean, really let go. There's something better on the horizon. Shout out to Idina Menzel. Let it go, let it go. Right? So your second card, perspective is a matter of where you stand. This is actually pretty fly. I don't know if you can see kind of, but there's like this eagle. That's dope, right? So where you stand, right? And then the last card from your future higher self deck, or my future higher self, or your future higher self, but from my deck. Your success is closer than you imagine. So just keep going. All right. And then lastly, the Moonology deck. First card that came out, what do you need to release? Right? What needs to be left off at the recycle or dumpster and not come back with you? And then the last card was the answers you need are coming. So being patient while also cleaning house. Very apropos with spring coming up, spring cleaning, right? Releasing and letting go of the things that no longer serve you. So I hope that resonated with you, Jackie.
Thank you, Tiwana. Thank you, Dee and Sonia. So we do have a message from Sean. She said, "Love you too, sis, and thank you. Everything is making a lot of sense, and I'm starting to see what's being asked of me. Thanks again, Dee and Sonia. Love you all."
Of course.
Welcome.
So everyone, that ends tonight's Sacred Divination. We are actually 15 minutes over. So if you missed this week's, please come back next week and join us. Tonight was amazing. I had a great time. And it looks like my two cohorts, my counterparts, did as well. We like when the flow is nice and steady and keeps us going rather than, did you want a reading? Did you want a reading? You sure you want a reading? So please come back next week and join us. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to my special friend Elizabeth for popping in to check the energy out before she dipped her toe in the water before she jumped in the pool. And I am hoping to see you tomorrow. And this ends tonight's session. Wishing you all a beautiful day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are, we are wishing you a beautiful time. Bye-bye, everyone. And thank you.